Well, good morning from Taiwan, Taipei to be specific. And no, this is not the same t-shirt I had on the last couple of times. I did bring a few white t-shirts with me because I knew they're better for the heat. But today I'm going to check out a couple of parks here in Taipei. I'm going to check out the 228 Peace Park, which I'm almost at now. I'm just going to cross the street past the train station here. Then we're going to go to the Huashan Arts Park. Arts parks are usually pretty interesting because of the there's usually sculptures or some kind of exhibits or something like that on, so we'll check that out and see what it's like. But I just really want to see what the park life is like here in Taiwan, just compared to other places I've been. I'm almost, as I said, I'm almost at this park. It's only a couple of minutes up here, but yeah, it should be interesting. Well, I'm interested in it, and if you're watching this, maybe you are, I don't know. Oh, it's warm today. Better put on my hat or else I'll regret it. So yeah, let's head over to the park now, Taipei's Peace Park. You can see there's a few pagodas in it. We're gonna walk around here, nice building. Let's check this out, see what it's like. Don't know if I guess you can't walk up it. Hold on, we'll take a little peek. Why not? Let's walk. There's no sign saying don't do it, so gotta risk it every now and then. Wow, really beautiful. So this Peace Park was actually set up as a memorial kind of park to the victims of well, I suppose a tragedy in 1947. So Chiang Kai-shek was exiled here. Basically, he retreated here after he lost power in China, mainland China, against the communist forces, and notable people were upset about the police brutality of his nationalist government, the Kuomintang. So in 1947 there was protests about the heavy-handedness of the police in Taiwan, and of course that meant that the government and the police fought back even further, or harder should I say, further. So that led to it's called the White Terror in Taiwan. It's part of the White Terror by the police and the government. So that's why this park has been set up. It's to just pay tribute to those people that were victims of the police brutality. So it's a really nice park though. I want to make my way over. I think this way there's a pond, but also very noisy, so I'm not sure if they're probably clearing out the pond. They're doing a bit of cleaning, which is good. It's just not great for if you're walking by trying to video it. Let's see how it goes. I was just walking by the side of the park there, not out of it yet, but just noticed that they've got a little temple here, so I want to check it out. And there's fans, so that makes it even better. I really hope that this wind covering that I bought actually was working a bit. I didn't really notice yesterday because when I looked back at the footage, it wasn't really windy whatever way I was facing, or else it was, and the camera protector for the wind is just working great. So I hope that's the case. But I really like the vibes here in Taiwan, or in Taipei specifically. I don't know about the rest of Taiwan, but it's very laid back. You know, it's alright. course the main part of the main city gets busy, obviously traffic and people hustling and bustling around, but in general it's pretty chilled out, you know. People aren't rushing around, everyone's kind of just taking their time. And now I'm not comparing that to any other countries that I've been in, I'm just taking it on its own kind of merit. But yeah, it's just nice vibes, nice atmosphere, quite like it. It is possible that I'll come back here after I finish in Japan, I don't know, but you know, after the 4 nights that I'm here, I might say, actually I'd like to go back to Taiwan and check out maybe a different city or a couple of different areas, but right now I'm not sure. Also, another great thing is that they've got water fountains here in the park, so I'll be definitely taking advantage of that when my sweat runs out. But I noticed actually yesterday, I was looking back in the footage, I was, you know, kind of editing it together. I noticed the background was a bit blurry, and I realised that I pressed some other setting on the GoPro video thing. Now the focal point, like up close, was fine, but it was like everything in the background was a bit like washy or something. Now I don't know if that was transferring it to the tablet and it didn't transfer properly. I might try later. I haven't uploaded the video, still have the files, but I might try and upload them not through Wi-Fi. I might try and upload them directly from the camera to the tablet. So I'm not sure, maybe this little few sentences that I'm saying about the camera quality won't even matter, because if I do that and the camera quality is great, then fine, I'm happy with that. This is a museum here. Now I'm not going in today, but I do plan on going into it while I'm here. I'll bring you along, yeah, sure, but you know, I mean, what can I do showing you around the museum? There's not an awful lot you can really show, because it's just walking around quietly like this, you know, like, oh, this is a plant, oh, this is a street light, you know. If you want to see stuff in a museum, you can just Google it, I guess. The museum, they probably have displays on their website. They've got a gym here. I don't know if there's a main road in between here if I can go across. Oh, there's a bell over here. I'm not sure what this is. Well, I guess it's pressure points on your toes. Oh, because you can walk on all these, I guess, in your bare feet. Interesting. I don't want to disturb that woman's workout up there, so I'll just go over here and I'll take a little look at the bell. Not sure what it is. I don't want to go into the playground that's beside it and start filming, but I just want to see this bell. Just got a water refill there into this, and guess what? The water's warm. That's the only problem with a lot of the Asian countries. They don't really like to have cold water. But I have lovely live entertainment walking past me. He seems happy. Fair play to him. At least this is another country that I can tick off that has entertainment in the parks. Look at this big road. Now there's another park over here, and the direction I'm going, I think, is this way. But I want to cross, I think, well, depends on the traffic light situation. If the if the lights just turn red when I get there, I'm just going a different direction. I'm not waiting 90 seconds sometimes in the boiling heat. No, not a chance. I feel pretty cool now with me hat. I'm impressed with it. It looked a bit dorky at first, but you know, who really cares, isn't it? It's the practicality of it that's most important. Fashion comes last. So actually, just while I'm on my way to this art park, I had passed by the Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Park where I was yesterday, And oh my god, the amount of tourists, honestly. I was lucky yesterday. Actually, there's no bikes coming. I was very lucky. Oh, madness. The crowds. I think it was for the changing of the guards, and I'm wondering, is that because it's so hot out that people want to go to the earlier ones before it hits peak sun time? I think that's probably the most likely reason. So I'm really happy I didn't go today. Yesterday was great because there was very few people when I showed up, as you'll remember. It was mostly empty in the main plaza area, so I was pretty lucky, but wouldn't want to be standing around that heat today. Yesterday was hot, but quite a bit more humid today, I'd say. Anyway, enough blabbering on. Back to the journey towards the art park. Just ordered myself a little, well, it looks stupid, a little bubble tea. Actually a large one, not a little one. Can't wait. This, you know, Taiwan is the home of bubble tea. This is where it originates, so I had to get some. Well, moment of truth. Oh, so cold. I got extra ice. So refreshing. Oh, that's good. Cost 70 Taiwanese dollars, so €2. Exactly €2 for a large one. Great. It's cheaper in China, mainland China, but you know, this is the home of it, so it's got to be better, right? So while I'm on my way to this park, I just thought I'd give you a little rundown of it, a little bit about it. So in the early 1900s, it was actually opened during the Japanese occupation of Taiwan as a winery, the area. And when the Republic of China took over in 1945, they kept it as a winery. All the way up until the 90s, the late 90s I think, when the winery itself moved outside of Taipei because of the rising costs of land, and it just wasn't worth it to stay open. So they moved outside of Taipei, and the government were going to close it down, the area, but you know, people wanted the whole area preserved, so there was a group that staged a sit-in. They were charged with felony, of course, for illegal entry into a premises, and other groups then heard about this. They weren't happy, so eventually the government, due to pressure, kept it open. And since then it's been host to all sorts of exhibitions and galleries and musical events. Well, that's pretty cool. Just goes to show you, you know, when people get together, you can make things happen. It's getting them together is the hard part, isn't it? But yeah, just a little bit of history about it. Well, just arrived at Washan, not Arts Park. Sorry, I do apologise. Creative Park. That's what it's called. And I already see something pretty cool down the end of the street. They've got Doraemon. I think that's his name anyway. I think that's how you pronounce it. They have Doraemon at the end of the street, so I guess that's where it all starts. Pretty nice, loads of people here, as you'd expect. It is like the touristy draw, you know, but not of Taipei, but at least of this area, the Dongmen area. Well, beside the Dongmen area. Like that. So a lot of it seems to be centered on this Doraemon character. I don't really know what it is. Well, I know it's a cartoon. I know it's very popular. At least when I was in Japan, it's everywhere. All the shops all like to sell it, along with all the other popular ones. But Doraemon is certainly very popular. But apart from that, like, I don't really know anything about it. Maybe that's my own fault. Maybe I should kind of educate myself. So now that I know the name of it, it's not the Arts Park, that means I can lower my expectations of finding lots of sculptures and stuff like that around, which is fine. At least I know now. I don't have these expectations of finding stuff. Although I do see, well, maybe not a sculpture, but there is a couple of things. There's like this. I don't know if I'm pointing at it on the screen. It's too bright to see. There's like a sprouting seed Over here they've got some like cartoon character. There was a sign that led to here. It's called the Red Brick Lane. So I want to check that out in a minute, but I just want to take a little walk down here and see what plants these are. Well, there's no information as to what they are, but I guess they're just a water plant. Oh boy, I don't know. It's a nice little area. There's a couple of benches on that side as well, so it'd be nice to kind of come here on a nice springtime morning or something. Oh look, they have got a couple of little colourful sculptures. This is the seed thing I was talking about. It is a sprouting seed, right? Or am I completely wrong? Nah, it is. I'm not that. I might be stupid sometimes, but I'm not that stupid. And then hidden behind the inflated Doraemon, these, don't know what they are, but you know, they're colourful, they're nice. In a park, that's pretty important, right? Gotta have something that catches your eye. Yeah, so these are nice. I'm gonna walk. I kind of walked back the way I came, obviously to see them, because I was behind. I'd already left the Doraemon thing, so I'm gonna head over here, which is the Brick Lane area that was on one of the maps that they had, and it was highlighted in red. So I'm assuming they would highlight it because there's something to see. Let's head down and see what they have. Coffee shop. Art museum. People dressed up for a wedding, I think. Sure what that is, or what any of this stuff is, but indigenous popular music. Oh, it's a vinyl arts museum. That's pretty cool. Look at this tree, my god. I know it's only a tree, but still, look at all the roots coming down, but Jesus. My god. Sure what else there is around. If I go out and turn right, I might see something at the other end of that park, but it's just a lot of red brick lanes. I suppose if you're going into that cafe at the entranceway, it's probably good, like and as well as that, if you were going to or if you knew like whatever cartoon that the cutout and the silhouettes behind it were, then it's probably a bit more entertainment for you. But unfortunately I've just finished this, so I don't want the coffee right now, and I don't know that cartoon that the art is based on. There's a little vegetable sculpture over here. It's a tomato holding carrots or something like that. Okay, well, this tomato holding a carrot and a parsnip, or one of those white carrots, I guess, makes sense now, because for the farmers market. I think what's actually more impressive about this park area, now the park area, this is like the central part, it stretches down further down there, not very far, but what I think is more impressive is that they have a park area at all, because Taipei is not really blessed with flat green areas. Once you get outside the city, it's very mountainous, so for them to even make a small effort to put some parks in That is a nice touch, because I think every city kind of needs that, doesn't it? If it doesn't, it just does feel like a concrete jungle. I'd much rather it be a jungle with plants and little parks, but not always the case. I just think it's a nice touch for a place that's so densely crowded that they've made space for these green areas. Let's take a little look down here. Sip sip. Oysters and wine. I suppose it is a nice little place. Corner. It's a little shop. And these cool little sculptures. Little woodworks, I think. Oh. The smell in there was amazing. Now the smell was only mint, but it was very strong. There's a shop as well. Exhibition and shops. Look at that. Oh, even in here there's a real minty smell. So nice when it's so hot out, it just makes it feel real fresh. Because believe me, I need it. Oh. So I just walk up the stairs here. Didn't even know you could, but I saw someone doing it, so I said, monkey see, monkey do. Look, you can get a little breakfast set in the cafe. 200 NTD for the morning set. 200 NTD is €6. It's not bad when you think of it, like the fact that it's in a bookstore or a cafe. It's not just coffee, it's coffee and, well, muffin or cake or something like that. I don't really know what's down here, but I just followed someone. I think it's a restaurant. No. I think it's a hotel. Ah. Okay. Well then, I don't need to be up here. Well, I'm just going into that shop. It's actually a good shop. It's called Wonderful Life, not Wonderful. They've got everything handmade out of wood, all kids' toys and stuff. So it's actually pretty cool. Music boxes, all that kind of thing. So that's quite impressive. I might check out this little exhibition. I don't know. It's So it's actually just a lot of small shops selling crafts, which is interesting if you want to buy something like that, or if you're in America for a few souvenirs, but it's too early in my travels to get souvenirs. But see all the little handcrafted kids' toys, homemade candles and perfumes, and they are handmade. Woodwork things, vases, and this pretty cool thing. Just see a machine here to refill my water. There's 3 options, 3 temperatures that you can choose from. You would think that it would be like cold, warm, hot, right? That's what I'd think anyway, but no. Warm, warm, hot. So you don't really get a bloody option, you know? It's too hot for me, but I'm gonna have to do it anyway because I'm out of water. And it's very humid and hot today, so. Like 47-degree water, you know? I know it's fresh and it's good, but come on. Jesus. well, that was just a short little video about that park, because like there's most parks in general around Taiwan, or Taipei, should I say, are pretty small, so there's not really an awful lot to see. The only big one was the one that I saw the other day down at the waterfront, but even then it's not really a park, it's more of a greenway with a cycle track along it, so you kind of have to take what you can get, you know, with the space that you're given. So it's still impressive that they have something, but yeah, just don't go expecting the parks that you'd see in certain other cities around Asia that like to keep big green spaces. They just don't have the space for that here. It's not possible with the terrain. So yeah, that's that. Just a little look at the Huashan Cultural Park, not Arts Park. Yeah, catch you in the next one. What's going on?